to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is going on, everybody in the his house? Yeah. Is that cool, Aaron? Am I cool yet? I said his house.
Yeah, nobody says his house.
Snoop Dogg said it.
92?
All right.
Better late than never.
Welcome to Video Game Bang, brought to you by NRG. I keep saying NRG. It's not NRG. It's energy.
Well, that's why I always
right.
say...
Well, it's NRG.
You're listening to the Video Game Bang powered by energy.
Powered by energy. Antlion Audio, keep your headphones at a mod mic, and Oblivion Comics and Coffee. Stay for the comics, come for the coffee. And Mainframe USA, Insane in the Mainframe.
You know, we expect that on the side of the building, right?
Yeah.
I will see what I can do.
As always, tonight's show is being broadcast live on twitch.tv/videogame bang. We have an underscore in there, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Underscore,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, whatever. Just search for it. We're the only ones that are on there. Really.
And relevant, yes.
We're on YouTube as well. You can watch us on YouTube Gaming, but come on. Who's really on that? You're kidding me.
Some people are on it.
YouTube. Nobody's on YouTube.
Looking for the people that...
Who's on it?
The people that watch Zoe Burger.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
I don't know who that is.
You're not one of those people.
Also, we're on Facebook Live. If you follow us on Facebook, we finally hit 1,000 likes.
Woo!
Whoa. Took us how many years? 4 years? But
We can
did.
retire now.
We could really call it. I think we can start monetizing this thing.
Exactly.
You did it.
We did it. So you can check us out there. We also stream the show live on Facebook Live. Joining us on the show today, of course, my co-host. He's been here since the beginning. My other half. The yin to my yang.
Alex, you've been here since the beginning?
I have.
Aaron, I'm
actually.
talking about you. Aaron, you silly goose. I'm talking about you.
Other half. I don't know. That's...
Aaron, you're such a silly goose. Have you ever been called that before?
He's doubled down on the silly.
Yeah.
goose
Have you ever
side.
been called that before? No, it's been twice.
I don't think I've ever been called anything that...
I'm pretty sure I
asinine.
called you that, actually.
Really?
Multiple times.
It's a rite of passage for white people, so you should be very.
good lord.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Good lord.
It's true. It's 100%
You
true.
silly goose.
If a white person calls you silly goose,
Golly gosh, you willikers. What are you doing over
You're
here?
in the
silly
inner
goose?
circle.
I believe I have done something quite silly today, though.
Oh, what did you do?
Normally, I'm a lot more frugal with my funds, but I purchased a Google Home just out of sheer might as well do it ness. It's a...
In your case, it's not
Why
really a
would-
Google
why-
Home.
why
It's
would
like
you
a
do that,
Google
Why?
mom's
Just
spare
out of a
bedroom.
It's there. I'm gonna get it.
All right. Joining us on the show, she's back from L.A., partied way too hard. Now she's claiming she's sick, but we really know the real reason. LB from Oblivion Comics and Coffee. What's going on?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me again.
I've had like 3 different people send me messages or talk to me about you.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah.
Behind your back,
What
right
does
there?
that mean?
No, everyone's like, hey, I saw Laura did a Rich Alvarez show.
Oh.
And they're like, it's really cool that like you took these unknowns and then blew them up to where now they're on the Rich Alvarez channel.
Wow.
Right?
I mean, I guess it is because of you that I met Rich in the first place.
When did we become Gateway?
We're the Gateway Podcast.
Yeah, no, that's not a
We
thing.
discovered this up and coming young talent.
That's not the worst thing.
That
in
is the
LB.
worst thing.
It's not the worst thing.
What's the worst thing?
Not being a podcast at all.
Oh, I mean,
That's the
that's
worst
not-
thing.
yeah.
That's the worst thing.
So, what are you doing with your newfound fame that we've given you?
Meeting new people.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Wow, living it up.
Living
I want
the
to know
dream.
more about this LA because
Living
if
the
you're
dream.
not following
This
LB,
LA. What is this
what is
LA?
What is this LA
This law.
thing? So LB was partying pretty darn hard. You got to follow her on Instagram if you're not already. What is the Instagram? AKLLB? Or?
It's AKA_LB. So ELLEBEE.
It was the Instagram was lit, fam.
Not really, but you know.
Was it lit AF?
It was lit AF.
I shared one video on my story that was of us dancing somewhere.
I felt like I was
Could you
there.
name where it is, though?
I can.
Okay.
I can name where it was.
Oh, by all means,
But
let's plug them.
It wasn't Oblivion Comics and
It
Coffee. I tell you what.
It was the bathroom.
So again, like I don't know anything about LA, so I was just following Jasmine around. So she took us to the Argyle, which I guess her buddy was the DJ that night. So we got to party with the DJ and his friends.
Wow, there you go.
So that was kind of fun and a very long, interesting night.
This friend of yours is an anomaly. She is Kevin Bacon.
She's not actually Kevin Bacon.
She's Kevin
She's
Bacon.
not really,
Because
but
she would be.
sure.
Everybody is connected
here.
to this
Kevin
to this woman.
Yeah, it feels like
somehow.
everybody knows her.
Like she's one of those people where you look them up on Facebook at mutual friends, and they span people that you've met like in childhood. Then like Bags was on there somehow. And then you two are connected through Bags, but you guys don't know each other besides us. So
Have you ever met her?
Wait, what? I
Me?
think you're a little.
Yeah, we met
I
her
think you're a
once.
little.
I have never met her.
Actually, I
Yeah, you
knew
have.
Jasmine
When did
before
I
she
meet
knew Alex.
Yes, long before.
Oh, really?
And I only knew Jasmine through Gil.
And I have never met her.
Yeah, you have.
When
Yes,
did
I
I
have.
meet her?
You met her at the Sacramento PC meetup group. We all introduced ourselves publicly. Remember that?
You weren't even drinking. You can't
Yeah,
say you
you
don't
can't
remember
say
it.
you don't remember.
I was drinking and I was. I
Wait.
remember it.
Was this at a different venue outside your house?
I think it was at
Yes,
Coin Op.
this is
wasn't
at
it?
Coin Op. You were
Yeah.
there. They
Yeah, I
made
don't remember
everybody
those people.
introduce themselves one by one.
Say their
You
favorite game.
You say their favorite game. You spoke.
There was only one person I remember in that whole place that I did not know. And that was the secret government agent who was on his laptop.
Whoa!
While everybody was.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that was it. Everybody else was kind of just, I forgot about. Sorry. I'll meet you again, though.
Well, if anybody is curious, Jasmine is actually on Twitch also. She is hologram
Hologram girl.
underscore,
girl.
or is it just all one
I
word?
think it's just one word.
Okay, hologram girl, and she actually live streams like all the time
Yeah, she's streaming basically every
Why
day.
haven't we had her on the show yet?
because she's in LA.
She moved to LA. She
Oh,
moved to the
so
LA.
That's
Scheduling
impossible.
conflicts.
That's impossible
you
now,
get-
right?
yeah,
We
you
never
ask
get
her.
anybody that's in LA on the show, right? That's crazy.
I hear it's impossible.
Yeah.
If only we had invented some sort of technology.
Oh,
No.
man. If only.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's like it knows when to come. There's a lull in the conversation, and then the Whattcha Playin gods grace us with its presence.
It's like you focus really hard on that button to press for it.
I have no
and
idea.
You stop talking.
No
and
idea
you
what
just
you're
think
talking
about
about.
the right timing
No
for it.
idea what you're
All right,
talking about.
perfect.
Didn't even introduce Bags.
That's fine. No one needs to know me.
Oh, I didn't even introduce Bags.
Wow, horrible.
I felt like the
Wow.
man who needs
Horrible.
no introduction. That's why.
Actually, he does need it.
He does need an
I do,
introduction.
because no one knows me.
Alexander Bags, how have you been? I'm so sorry I neglected you.
And there you have it.
There you go.
And there you
That
have
answered
Yeah.
all of that.
Is this the first time you two have been on the show together?
Who?
You and Laura.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're bad at this.
I'm very bad at this. I don't know where I've been.
I think it was when you weren't here.
That's why.
I could have been.
That's
I feel like
exactly
there's
why.
been a time where you have been
No,
here
I
also.
don't think so.
All right.
Never happened.
Never
before,
happened.
Before we
Okay.
do Whattcha Playin, and since I've already completely botched this podcast, might as well ask Laura, what's the latest on Oblivion? When's it going to be open? Because I'm desperate.
I wish I could give you guys dates, but
Tomorrow. It's opening tomorrow. Come in
If
for the grand
only.
opening.
No, we are shooting for sometime in April. It looks like again May is probably going to be more realistic, but we're going to do everything we can for April.
It's like Justin Timberlake said, it's going to be May.
Yes. High five.
No.
Yeah, that's not a good.
So Whattcha Playin? Let's get it. Let's
Yeah,
let's get back to the video games.
it rolling.
That's what we do here on Video Game Bang. We talk about video games. We're going to start with Alexander Bags Wienerschmetzel,
Steinenham?
DeGrasse Tyson.
DeGrasse Tyson.
What's up? What you been playing, Bags?
I've been hate playing Overwatch.
How dare you?
He really has.
No,
How
I
do you
played.
begrudgingly play.
I do. I hate it. I complain the entire time.
Yes.
I get very upset. Corey has to suffer my whispers the entire time.
Yeah.
You were there. You listened. to
I
me
heard.
play. Yeah.
Yes, I heard.
I try and keep him positive, but it's really hard.
Well, no, it's good that you. When I play with you, it's a lot better because you know your head from a hole in the ground, and you can actually shoot bad guys.
Yeah.
That's better than 90% of other players.
Wow. And that's a PC group we're talking about here.
It doesn't matter.
It takes all
Kinda
kinds.
mad.
I'm
Takes all
so
kinds.
mad at Overwatch right now. So mad. I had the worst day of Overwatch you can imagine. Just troll teams, troll comps, lost just about every single match. I started today. I was like, okay, I just need to win 2 more matches, and then I can afford my gold weapon. I'm so close in competitive points. I went on like an 8-game losing streak. We get into one match, and it's on Hanamura, and we're attacking. And we just mow through the defense, like not even stopping. I was a Reinhardt. We just pushed straight through, got all the picks we needed, and started capping the point, and someone on the other team left. And they left. We captured so fast, and he quit so fast that it just ended the game without penalizing
Still
anybody.
not enough time.
Still not enough time. My one win.
That sucks for you.
And so I actually like, I didn't even rage as much as I just closed the game, and I got really sad.
Yeah, you ascended to a
That's-
different plane. It is no longer the emotion of anger. It is just like
Numbness?
yeah,
It was
just-
numbness.
It's pure. It's just why?
It was depression.
Why would I
Because
ever
it's
do
the
that
PC.
again?
It's the PC group.
No,
That's what it is. You don't get that on the
it's
PlayStation.
true. Crappy games are good on
Yeah.
consoles. That's true.
We play and we have fun on the console.
Yeah.
If we lose, we lose. You know. If we go straight perfect in comp, then we go perfect in comp.
Chad is saying rage quit. No, it wasn't a rage quit. It was so controlled. It wasn't mad. It was just like, fuck. Like, I'm just
Well,
sad.
the other guy must have rage quit though,
The other guy probably rage quit because we shredded his ass.
because you death balled him.
So the event is over. There's no more Year of the Rooster stuff going on. It
No
feels
more cocks.
feels a little empty. And they also announced that this is the last week of the competitive season. So
cool. Cool.
Aaron, that doesn't mean nothing
do
to
you
you.
care?
Right?
It didn't mean anything on either console or PC. People, let's be
The only
honest.
thing that it means is major changes don't usually happen during competitive seasons, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
That's usually when they wait, and then they'll push it after the competitive season is over.
Just give me a new character.
When does the
and I
next
don't
season
care.
start?
I can't.
I can't even play competitive still. That's how shitty that game is. I'm very upset.
That's how shitty the game is.
Yes.
What?
That's how shitty the game is.
All right.
At no point can you can't even prepare because quick play is just for fun. Whoa.
That's kind of true because you're not really.
But what
getting
else
it.
am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
Play bots. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Have fun.
great.
Play bots.
I'll do that in HOTS.
GG.
I'll play bots and HOTS.
Aaron, what you been playing?
Just finished up the beta for Honor.
Finished it. What does that mean?
Finished it.
Well, because I mean,
The beta's over.
it's over.
Okay.
So
I didn't know
That was
like if you
short.
got to a point where they're
was
like
very
you can't play no more.
yeah, no, it was very short.
Was it just one? Was it a week or a
It was
weekend?
basically a weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just basically.
It was a
weekend.
stress test. Let's be real.
And I mean, it's a good game. I don't know. Go buy it, everybody. Besides that, I picked up FIFA 17 again and just kind of been playing that a lot more. I don't know. Soccer's always my thing though. Other video games, I'm not on the hype train with the
Oh, I played another game.
Fire Emblem on on your phone.
I
Like
played the Attack on Titan game.
on what system?
PC.
Is it the
It's the one by Koei Tecmo, the same people who do Dynasty
Okay.
Warriors.
It's not a bad one.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Koei Tecmo game.
Well, yeah.
It's a hack and slash.
I want to get into something
fun,
before
though.
we started the show. Aaron was talking about For Honor and Bags. You jumped on it as if it was a terrible game.
It's a terrible game.
Preface: you haven't played it, but why does it look so terrible to you?
It just doesn't look like my cup of tea at all. I wouldn't have fun with it.
Why not? You played Street Fighter. Well, it's
No, I
pretty
didn't.
comparable.
I played Street Fighter better than you.
Is it
and then
a-
you actually practiced and got
Well,
better than
but
me.
you went-
and then I could resign because I was like, I didn't
You
spend
own
time
a fight
practicing.
stick though,
I do. I own 2.
so that means you.
I own a lot of
cared
shit that I
at
don't
one
use.
Point,
Have you seen my books?
You cared enough at one point about Street Fighter to buy a fight stick. That says something.
I've cared about a lot of things in my life. What you do is you have to give up on your dreams.
Jeez.
Damn.
No, children,
Whoa.
do not give up on your dreams.
Or give up on the stupid dreams.
If
Like,
you're not good
no
at something,
dream
you
is
should.
stupid.
I don't know, Aaron.
No, there's
Like,
a lot of stupid
If we're gonna
dreams.
get
Only
philosophical,
Hitler's.
if you suck at something, you should probably stop.
No.
No.
There's always been that one
If
guy.
that were true, then I'm never gonna play Overwatch.
There you go.
I mean, if that were true,
That's for fun,
Cory
though.
wouldn't have started a podcast.
There you go. There you go.
Wow. Way to turn it around. The one
Well.
guy who was on my side for like
That's
I'm
how it
on
works.
no one's side.
He said that's what your first mistake was. No, I mean, if it's not his type of game, I mean, it's just not his type of game.
I have a problem where I will play a game and then I will, instead of progressing through it naturally, I'll like want to skip to the end game min-maxing style stuff, and that's not healthy for enjoying a game.
Well, this one doesn't seem to have an end game type of.
There's a best strategy. There's a best thing.
Oh, so you want the meta now?
Yeah.
So
that's the. I love reading about it. I
Yeah.
really love reading about where things come from and why this happens the way it is, or learning or watching that.
I'm waiting for that as well. We played bots like crazy, of course, just to practice the game. But then when we jumped into the actual PvP stuff, we found that we weren't challenged. It seemed like everybody was trying to Dynasty Warriors the thing and button mash, but we had grown to
The beta was free too, right?
Yes, it was free.
That's why.
So yeah, we called it Christmas noobs. That's what we do. But it was still
free weekend noobs. Those are my favorites.
So we finally figured we finally got against a very competitive team, and it was a really good match. And we found okay, there's these are people with strategies. They're always trying to 2v2 people, which right now seems like the way to beat somebody. If you can get them 2v2, you can win. But I've seen people take the fight and beat two people by themselves, and it's
2v2 or 1v2?
1v2. Excuse me, 1v2. Yeah, I kept saying 2v2.
They're trying to 1v2.
Yeah,
they gang up on one guy, and
yes.
you have to flank around and save your buddy. Okay.
But I don't know. It just seems right now, and I can have the same thing with how I fell in love with Hearthstone, and in the beginning, very beginning, like when it first came out, and then found out that it was kind of a it was pay to win
RNG simulator.
Yeah. So it could do that for me. I don't know, but as of right now, it seems like it's a good strategy fighter for me.
All right. LB, have you had a chance to play any video games?
The last week I've only been able to pick up Watch Dogs 2 for a little bit, and that was when I was waiting for my delayed flights.
It seems like, based off of style and appearance and just everything, that you seem like a main character just plucked out of Watch Dogs 2, put into a lap. I don't know. It seems like you'd be like if
Way
you were
to judge
cast
a
in a
book.
movie. Totally. I'm totally judging this book by the cover, but
Jeez.
if they did a remake of that movie where Angelina Jolie was a hacker.
Hackers?
Was it called Hackers? Was it a movie about hackers called Hackers?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. That one. If they did a recasting of that and modernized it, LB would have to be at the top of the list.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Just actually, I have no idea about computers whatsoever.
You don't have to.
I really don't. I don't know anything about computers, but that's cool. I actually have a thing for hackers. I've cosplayed 3 different hackers before, so.
Well, you're close to Somber right now. I mean,
I guess that is another one. I haven't cosplayed her yet, but.
I say go for it. I definitely say go for it.
I will eventually.
Man, I feel like I'm letting people down, but I haven't really played anything besides Overwatch in the last week. I went through that phase where I played this War of Mine, and I liked it, and I don't know why I didn't go back, but I'm really just trying to grind out those 3,000 points. So
Negative points.
Boom! Wow!
Wow! As a matter of fact,
and that's how it works.
As a matter of fact, she's right. I can't even argue.
Well,
I did play a little bit of For Honor. I can say that I played enough through the tutorial and just 2 or 3 comp matches.
What do you mean comp matches?
Oh, sorry, Overwatch terms. Just PvP. Sorry.
Okay.
Competitive. That's what that stands for.
It was just basic PvP.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. PvP.
Did you do?
I fought a guy on a bridge and I knocked him off once. That was kind of cool.
Did you do the Dominion or did you just death battle?
Death battle.
Okay. And see, I find that normally I don't. I'm more of an objective player than just death battle. But when it was 4v4 death battle.
That's a lot of people.
It was fun though. It splits us up across the whole, map and everything like that. And then just hearing Noel my guy just ran away from me. He's running towards you, right off the bat. Not even, the countdown goes, and then the guy just runs away from the person he's trying to fight, and he goes to try to 2v1, somebody else real fast. That's what they, their whole strategy.
A term for that because it's not simple, but it's very clear and pure, the fact that. One person will just leave and gang up on someone else in such a not simple way, but 2v1's a thing. That's a huge thing. It's not you can deal with it, but also it's very tactical in how you play. Like, I guess I don't know.
It's fun. March will be a better month, I feel, though, for video games and all.
Wow, where's this
Why?
optimism coming from?
Oh, Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect Andromeda, excuse me. That's where that's coming.
The last one was really.
Oh, I loved Mass Effect 3.
Is
The
Mass
ending
Effect-
Loved it. The ending was terrible, god awful, but
All right.
the multiplayer had
so
me.
the ending to a trilogy, where the ending that's final, the finale,
Yes.
was terrible.
But
you know,
the dead,
everything else was okay.
literally the dead end of the game. That though, the whole journey up to that bad thing was spectacular. It was just the ending.
Didn't retroactively make it dislike it.
It just that was one of those things that
Still
it
a good
didn't.
journey.
Yeah, it was the one that's my only time that I've ever played anything or watched anything. I would say as
It's
well.
the only time I've ever played anything.
where
Is sorry, go ahead.
no. I was gonna say where at the end, the ending wasn't.
Were you unfulfilled or were you upset?
I was upset and unfulfilled.
Okay, both.
Yeah. I don't care. The game is like 20 years old. You do all this stuff, for this massive war, but you don't see it come to fruition at the end of it. So I made deals with the spider people, basically. I'm just using, an example. But you don't see them fighting the war at the end. So it's like, what did I talk to them for? I had made deals with these people. I made deals with those people. I got all these people to rally up to fight this massive enemy.
And then
I don't see them fight this
you pick
massive
a single
enemy.
option in a text box.
You pick out of 3 options.
Yeah, you
and
pick
it's-
one out of 3.
Yeah. But that was the problem. And then the multiplayer.
Blue, red, or neither.
It was blue, red, or green. Yeah. So you're right, yeah.
I've
Look at
never
you.
actually played
He's
it.
never played it, but he's spot
I played
on.
3 and I was having a lot of fun, and my brother warned me. He said, "Don't finish it. Just don't.
Yeah.
It'll make you hate it."
Yeah,
And I went, I don't want to hate this because I had a lot of fun with it.
And then the idea behind the multiplayer, where the multiplayer can affect your single player, was just
Revolutionary.
brilliant. But when you find out, no, it doesn't affect your single player, then you're like, this was a big letdown.
You
with
got
that.
Molyneux.
Well, but the multiplayer was so fun.
Your
And
UI will be a dog, but it'll be your friend. That's your inventory.
You're gonna care about that.
the
dog
multiplayer
so
was
much more.
so fun. So when they announced that Andromeda was going to bring back this multiplayer, I was like, good.
So are you looking at Andromeda for multiplayer
Yes.
only, or mostly?
Mostly.
That's
I would say
sad.
70,
really sad.
70
That's
30.
really
You're gonna
sad.
disappoint yourself.
70-30. You know how I know I won't? Because
No, you'll either love it or you'll hate it based on the multiplayer alone. I'm sure of that.
literally
fact.
I've only seen 2 seconds of the multiplayer because that's all they've shown. Like a literal 2 seconds, because they had a video where somebody slowed it down just to kind of show everything that they can get from it. Like, oh, and then over in the bottom corner you can see it this time in the multiplayer we're going to get you. So, and I know that I'm not really that invested into the single player campaign for this next one.
It's a space opera. Like, that's the whole thing.
But the way that they ended the last one is why I'm not that invested now.
I know. I'm pontificating about how sad that is.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
They took a trilogy that was beautiful and it was giant and it was a space opera and it was fantastic, and they just shit all over it. So
Yes.
you're only excited for the multiplayer out of a game that should be a story-focused, fantastic
So like
game.
we've said plenty of times, Jerry, our good friend of the show, he
Creepy
played.
Yeah.
He bought only Mass Effect 3 just for the multiplayer because he played the demo and he got hooked on the multiplayer. And so in his mind, the story of Mass Effect is 4 people get stranded on an island and fight waves of enemies.
Okay.
And so Andromeda comes around. He's excited for it, and he thinks, "Oh, I want to know what happened to the 4 people that got stranded. Did they beat the waves of enemies? I don't know. We'll find out in Andromeda."
Well,
totally not the story.
If you guys may have noticed, David Webb and Ivy Doomkitty are not on this week's show. Ivy had a previous engagement, and David Webb had food poisoning.
Deathly ill.
Deathly ill.
He's actually dead.
He might be by the end of this. So thoughts
I
and
know.
prayers go out to his family.
Present thoughts. Yes.
Prayers and thoughts go out to David
Prots
Webb.
and Thayers.
But people were mentioning, how the point system is rigged in
The election?
What You Playing.
Oh,
No, something people actually care about, Aaron.
I don't know.
My
Say
fantasy
rigged.
game here. And the points are not rigged. I am in first place by a lot. Ivy Doomkitty's catching up. You're right. We are the best at this game. Sitting at the table, though, these two are in a cluster for third, fourth, and fifth, and Webb is as far away from first place as
Whose
you could
are
ever
these
get.
two?
What?
These
Who is-
guys.
You
These
said
guys.
these two. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That can still apply to the women. I was like, wait, who?
Webb was poisoned by food. So I'm taking over. He still came up with
Lord.
these notes to his credit. He did.
Good
So in his deathly ill state, he came up with some news stories that we're going to report on right now. First one is a biggie, Aaron. It's a biggie.
It's not actually.
It's huge. This
No,
is
it's
the
not.
biggest news to hit today, mainstream or not. This is big. They're adding 80 Pokemon to Pokemon Go at the end of this week.
So all 5 people that are still playing can go outside again.
Oh, come on. There's a lot more people than 5 still playing.
But you're
There's
playing,
at
right?
least
I'm
10.
still playing.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
How
So-
often do you log in?
Every day.
Really?
That's a
Yeah.
everyday
You do your
lie.
dailies?
I do my dailies because they do have daily thing. If you do a 7-day streak, you get
I
a
understand
shitload of
that. I've done it as well.
stuff. So
He said, "I am not
there's
satisfied."
2 right
with
here.
that."
I'm guessing there's at least 3 more in the
I
world.
stopped
When?
because the only reason I did it was at work. There's a couple of stops like on the way to my desk.
That's
then-
a valid reason.
But then on the weekends, I'm not at work. So
yeah.
I'd almost always miss my 7-day thing. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. And that's it. I haven't logged in
I
since.
think
That's
I
it,
played
huh?
it for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, I'm okay now.
It feels that's about the right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels about right.
Prepare to get back into this game.
That's not true.
They
I
are
don't know about
adding.
that.
No, yes,
No.
for sure.
Nope.
Once I read, you let me read.
I already read it.
Webb put so much time into these. He's sick, dying
No, he did
right
not.
now
He
as we
vomited.
speak.
Control C.
Vomited too.
He's
more than
dead.
once.
Control
Sheesh.
vomit.
Webb is going to die if we don't get through these stories.
All right.
All right, so let's stall.
So let's stop. Starting later this week, you'll have the opportunity to catch more than 80 Pokemon originally discovered in the Johto region of Pokemon Gold and Silver. We've also implemented some new features to enhance your Pokemon Go experience. So you thought you were just getting 80 Pokemon? No way, Jose. You're actually getting a bunch more features. You shake your head no. What?
I shake my head no because it's not a bunch more features.
There's a bunch more features.
You get some more crap.
What are these features?
So one of the
Berries.
feature is new
berries.
evolutions. So with 80
That's
new
not a
Pokemon,
wait. That's not
That's
a
a
new
new
feature.
feature?
That's not a
Exactly.
feature. That's just adding Pokemon.
Content. It's adding content.
Yeah.
Okay. If that wasn't enough to impress you, if that don't impress you much, Shania Twain once said.
Who?
New encounter gameplay. So when you encounter
They'll
Pokemon in
dodge
the wild,
differently.
don't be surprised if they react in new ways as you're trying to catch them.
Instead of jumping up, they'll jump to the side.
Wait.
Hold on, no. Let me get through this.
All
You'll
right.
also notice the addition of new item carousels that allow you to select berries, Pokeballs directly from the encounter screen.
So you can actually use a better UI than what they originally
Yeah, I was
designed.
gonna say that just sounds like a better UI.
Yeah.
So
That's 100%.
so
You guys are negative Nancy.
wait. So if I go to a stop, I can just choose the Pokeballs and not the other stuff and walk away.
I
Is that
don't
what
know.
you're
We're
That
talking
telling
about
means
the
like in
encounter.
the encounter.
Once you tap a Pokemon and go into that encounter,
Oh,
you can now select your berries and balls easier.
From the same
Your berries and your balls.
from the same screen. Like
So
you don't
like
have to
a-
go through all the hoops
okay.
to get to those.
I
Okay.
appreciate a good testicle joke as much as the Nest guy, but this is serious.
Well, the
These are
B&Bs.
good quality
Seriously
features.
stupid.
no.
they're
Okay,
adding.
yeah. Just okay. So
Look,
like
okay.
I said before, better UI.
Yeah.
One
keep-
more.
keep 'em coming.
New berries are being added.
All
to the
right,
game.
what
That's
else?
what
More
I said. I said new
content.
berries.
So these new berries do different things. So like
One slows them down.
yeah, it slows
One
down the
gives you more
movements.
candies when you
When
catch
he
them.
when he cuts your story off,
He needs to stop that.
first of all, it does not take away from the excitement. That's
It takes
one.
away from the excitement,
It just
and it's just rude.
it just.
Oh, it's rude.
He said
It's
that
so
was the
rude.
intention.
Because you didn't even get to the next part.
What's the next part?
Oh, you already know. Why don't you break the news?
I don't know. So
New
lay it on me.
avatars and expanded wardrobe for your character.
Hats.
Can I be black?
New hats.
Like actually black?
No black people.
All right, then we're
That's
done.
still
Not
not
allowed.
allowed.
Just
They're
dark
not-
Japanese people
Yep,
is what I get
they're
to
not
be.
in the Pokemon
Cool.
universe.
Cool, everybody.
You.
Is that it? Don't you tell me that's it.
think
I have
that's
not
it.
read these notes
Wait,
purposely.
did you mention the
That's
gender
it.
specific thing?
Oh, so now there's gender specific Pokemon?
There's gender-specific variations, apparently.
So we can do breeding now. That's what you're telling me? That's the next thing that's in is
mean,
breeding.
I don't think it says breeding.
This is setting up for
okay.
breeding later in the future, though.
Yeah, potentially breeding later.
I don't want to get excited over Foundation stuff.
Big Bird's retired.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do that.
You vote on Twitter, then you brain bang.
Is the question, will you be going back to Pokemon? Because my answer is no already.
No.
All right.
I've come to terms that there's not very many optimists out in this world. You know,
I'm very much
I'm
an
sitting
optimist.
across from 3 very negative people.
No, I'm an
You're
optimist.
killing
How
I'm
dare
not.
You guys are all killing my chill vibes. First,
Chill vibes, brah.
my chill vibes are totally killed. But I was more of a realist, and I asked the question, which feature would bring you back to Pokemon Go? I asked this on the NRG Twitter, so if you want to participate in the Brain Bangs, at NRGGG, we had over 1,000 people respond, and the options were a battling and trading system, a shiny/legendary Pokemon being added, option number 3, nothing, the game is dead, and other for 2%. There were some interesting others. Mostly people being salty. We got a response, is Bowser a Pokemon?
Yeah,
People wanted time travel to make the game more interesting.
that would make it more interesting.
Some people just said that
Oh,
the
good.
bad weather stunted the game, and that when summer comes back, everyone will be back out there.
That person needs to be mauled.
I
by
think-
Pokemon. That is not why the game.
It could be
Bad weather.
bad weather. Who wants to go out and
Stop
hunt Pokemon in the rain?
A dedicated.
I tried
soldier.
Yeah, obviously they are not
Yeah,
dedicated to this game.
Exactly. So stop it.
Water got on it and it made it really hard to swipe.
2% was other, so there wasn't many other things that would bring people back. With 15%, shiny or legendary Pokemon.
Those people also need to be mauled.
I think that would be interesting.
Didn't they actually data mine stats for some of the legendaries already?
They did, and even found like character models, but they'd never
Yeah.
released them.
Yeah,
There's-
I mean they're not released, but
I
I'm
think-
just saying they're already in there. So
I
that
think they held
ideally
off on
they-
that a
yeah.
little too much because I was convinced when we
'Cause
were
they have no fucking clue how they're gonna do it.
Well,
Let's be real.
When we were at San Diego Comic-Con, it was in the heat of the launch, and that was the biggest gathering.
In the heat of the launch.
In the heat of the launch, it was truthfully like they added they had like a small panel for it, and then they sent it to the main stage basically because it just blew up. And I was convinced everybody, it was buzz on Twitter that they're going to release a
you mean
legendary.
like a fad.
No,
No,
nothing.
it was.
okay.
It was.
I'm
It was
sorry.
just. It was
They're just
extra
somebody
hyped.
like,
It was really overhyped.
oh, I bet
It
they're
was
going to
hype.
do this thing.
And it didn't happen. That was the time. That was the time and the place to release a Mewtwo or something like that, and to create an incredible hype moment.
Just a Mewtwo, one of the most powerful.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
No.
No, it would have been awesome. Like because it was the biggest. It had to be the biggest gathering of people playing at that time in America.
I was gonna say, have you been to Japan?
No, in America,
Okay.
this was the.
I
event.
have. I have been to Japan.
Oh
How
yeah, you
dare
have.
you.
You
Oh,
want
that's
to?
cool.
Well,
Whoa.
let's just stop the
Wow.
presses and talk about.
It's actually really funny seeing it over there because it totally fits into their culture and like walking from place to place and being on the train and going to different areas like regularly every day and stuff like that. It totally does not fit in American culture because you can't do it while driving.
Yeah, but in New York.
Yeah, I was
you
going to
just
say
described
over
New
in the
York.
East Coast is
The
a
East
little
Coast,
different
Yeah.
because they're more of a condensed city, so they.
I mean,
walk
I've
everywhere.
been there.
Have you?
Although I haven't been to Japan, Mr. Webb. I have been to New York. And
Mr. Who?
Mr. Webb.
Bags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Webb.
I miss him so much.
That's sad.
No.
I miss him.
That is
I
sad.
hope he doesn't die.
That is terrible.
Please don't
I hope he's
die.
Yeah,
watching.
I'll be his replacement.
Please don't die. David.
I hope.
You probably would.
I hope
I
he's
know I would.
watching right
Actually,
now.
I wouldn't be too
He is
mad.
watching.
Sorry, Webb. Rest in peace.
That's terrible.
What were the rest of the polls?
Thank you for keeping us
Giggity.
on track.
Well, I actually just want to know the numbers.
He's
Just
a number guy. Yeah, that's what gets him off.
you want the hardcore
True.
data.
Hardcore data.
Balls and berries and numbers.
Balls, berries, and numbers. That's the hardcore data.
So the rest of those figures and stats.
I was gonna say also his sex tape named Balls, berries, and numbers.
That's probably the worst thing that's ever been said on this podcast.
That's not true.
It'll be in DVD soon. Just check it out.
Number 36%. With 36% of the vote, a battling/trading system would bring people back to the game.
Was that the highest?
No.
That's the highest.
With first place, 47%
Nothing?
say nothing. The game is dead.
Fucking dead.
Wow. That's terrible. You know what? Next brain bang, because you're going to do this again for next week, right?
Probably.
Nope.
So we need to, how about we switch it up a little?
What do you want?
You can do whatever question you want, but how about we family feud it, since you actually have a pool of people you can family
Out of
feud
100
this thing.
people polled,
Exactly. Boom.
Oh, okay.
survey
as
says.
long as I get to kiss you all on the cheek.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yep.
happening. So we'll keep it the same then. Cool.
All right, fine. Your loss.
It's true.
So, final round robin. I've still been playing, so it's no surprise that I am excited for this update, and I will continue to play. It'll give me something more to do in the game. Bags, are you going to play the game? Going to continue?
I might load it up again, just idly, like walking my dog or something like that. It helps kill a little bit of time. Like, that's the perfect space for it for me, is that extremely casual, like, I don't really care. I don't have to work too hard to do things in it. But, like, you have to keep your phone open while you walk 10 kilometers to hatch eggs. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. Like, I mean, I already don't walk 10 kilometers, so why would I keep my phone open while I try that?
Aaron, are you going to reinstall?
I never uninstalled, and that's probably why
So he's going to play it again.
Yeah.
He's
No,
gonna
I probably won't.
he's gonna accidentally press it. He's gonna log in.
Oh.
Okay, quit. There we go.
Yeah, I don't think I uninstalled the
But-
it's still there, yeah.
But adding the new Pokemon does nothing for you. Not going to bring you back in.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just not a. I need to trade.
You need that interaction.
I need it. Yeah, I need the interaction. Yes.
LB, what do you think?
I probably won't play it. I still have it, but I haven't opened it. And my husband, who played more than I did, he just told me the other day, I deleted Pokemon Go.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I was like, oh, all right. So I won't have him to play it with. So probably not.
It's interesting because bringing in Gen 2, I mean, I'm not really playing because I'm like, oh, I love those Pokemon, because those aren't my Pokemon, if you know what I mean. I'm Gen 1.
Gen 2 is pretty freaking cool, though.
Gen 2 was cool, and I played it, but still, the original 150 are just always the best.
That's not necessarily true.
Oh, 100%.
They've definitely added a lot of cool ones since then. A lot of dumb ones too.
Yeah,
Let's
but
be-
they just don't connect to me on that
That
nostalgia
primal level.
That primal nostalgic
You didn't see them
level.
in the first commercial that captured your imagination.
Yeah, if they weren't in the original Poke Rap, I don't care about them.
They
So
weren't in the original Pokemon.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I also base most of my decisions about old corny raps that I've heard in my life too,
It's
like
terrible.
the Ninja rap.
That wasn't corny.
Oh, okay.
That was Vanilla Ice.
I rest my case.
Next news story. Let's brighten this thing up a little bit. Despite the outcry from a lot of people, including us on the show, Blizzard says that the Overwatch loot box drop rates were not changed during the Year of the Rooster.
AKA, they've always been bad.
I don't know, because I feel like I tore it up every other.
Is it because you didn't have
event.
anything and everything was a beautiful gift?
No, I mean just sheer amount of legendaries that I got. I would get just
Because
about.
you didn't have anything and everything was a beautiful gift?
No, like the timed exclusive ones.
Oh.
So like in the Christmas one, I got like all the Christmas skins. This one, I only pulled like 2 or 3.
How
How
much
many-
you pay
Maybe
for?
just got lucky.
How many loot boxes did you open during that time
Actually,
versus Christmas
a
versus...
lot, and I even buy them.
See, that's the other
I have
thing.
a-
You're-
I- I'm
there's
coming-
little-
problem.
I'm
yeah, yours is a
coming
little
clean
skewed,
here.
Yeah.
I'm coming clean here. I actually purchased them,
How many did you purchase?
like 10.
Good lord.
Which is how many dollars?
I don't want to disclose my financials
It's like
to you.
$2,700.
You're not my tax
It's
person.
probably at
I am,
least.
actually.
So, as someone who buys them and plays a lot,
Why do you buy them?
I don't.
It's the hope.
It's the hope.
It's
I'm not
like
a-
buying boosters of any trading card game.
I'm not
it's
a
just
very
that,
interesting
that dream
man.
that you have. Like, I'm going to pull that thing I want. I'm going to get it. You're never going to get it.
I
Aaron,
remember that young age.
I'm not.
I know.
I don't. Gamble or anything.
I don't have a lot of dreams.
I don't have a lot of dreams. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I don't
That's
do
not true.
much. Well, when I do, I drank. But like
We have
every day,
video- an
I don't
audio
have very
proof of
many
that.
vices, Aaron. This is one vice I have.
But
Okay.
it's not a tangible one, though.
What do you mean it's not a tangible one? When I wear my skins that I purchase, I look dope. I look fly.
You don't even see yourself.
Yeah, there's so many, like... like not real things about it.
There are things like I play Smite. I really love Smite,
Okay.
but I didn't spend any money No, I didn't spend any money on it. Can't even say
You were
per se.
given
How
money.
did you
to
get
Yeah,
spend
I
on
was
it.
given money. Yeah.
Which, I mean, you technically generated a sale, but you did not
Yeah.
make that sale yourself.
Yes. It
How
didn't
did
come
you
out of
get
my
that
pocket.
Kefri skin?
I
The lobster one.
I
You
paid
didn't buy
for
that?
it. No, I paid for it with the diamonds. I had never used those diamonds that I got from the very beginning of writing the Smite down.
Oh, okay.
When they gave me the pack for free. Thank you, High Res. I had never used my funds. I just never saw a purpose for it.
You got to hold on to it until you see that thing.
And
that
so
thing you want.
Yeah, so now it was gone, and then I saw something that I wanted, and of course I had an abundance amount of funds for it. So I was like, bye.
You were virtually rich.
Yes, I can throw that money all day because it's not mine.
So
Nor is it real.
Exactly.
I don't know. I heard a lot of people saying that they were upset with the drop rates. I noticed a lag in what I got, but Blizzard says they didn't change it, so whatever they say is 100% true.
And I don't
Nope.
understand. That's false.
I bet you something is actually somewhat wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
I got what I needed from it without buying any loot crates. I got at least 3 of the skins for the holiday. The only problem is I think it's all drowned out in garbage, like player icons, sprays, like all that stuff that I really don't care about. So there's more of that stuff than there is skins.
The one meme of Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, I expect nothing and I'm still disappointed, is 100% true every time with every loot box.
Yeah.
It's like, this is going to be crap, and it's worse than crap. It's just player icons.
And then the
That's
amount of duplicates that I get, there's got to be something wrong, because I'll open a box and I'll get 3 duplicates.
Is that because you have a lot of stuff, though?
I don't think I have a
you
lot
mean
of
3 of things you already have, or 3 things that are the same?
No, 3 things
in
I
that
already
loot
have,
box.
because then they'll
Okay.
give me the little
Oh,
5 cents.
Well, no, that's the thing. I was watching your friend open their loot boxes for this too, and he got 2 of the same thing in the same loot box.
Yeah, see, that shouldn't be. There should be some
That's
type of.
He
not
was
cool,
so
There should be some
angry.
type of algorithm that takes it out, or I can stack it and then trade it with somebody. Maybe, I don't know, or give me more money for that duplicate, because they only give you like
That'll-
5 shillings.
That'll break their economy.
Well,
I probably could.
Yeah, that's the problem. Then it's people like you, Corey, that pay money for these loot crates.
You're the
and-
problem,
yes.
actually.
I don't have many vices, all right? This
Find
is my
another
one.
vice.
Yeah, and this one's literally ruining gaming. Like, it's ruining the foundation
Yes.
of any sort of game.
I
Because
hate you.
people like you pay for
all.
microtransactions. And
Let's
instead of
go
making
on.
content, they'll make stupid skins because dummies like you will buy too much money into it.
Let's move on.
Wow. That
Let's
is-
move on.
Microtransactions make me very upset.
That is some hate-filled.
It was.
Speech.
Let's
That was
take
hate
a
speech.
breath.
Speaking of hate speech, PewDiePie just got.
well
That
done.
was a good-
really good segue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Really?
job. Yeah.
That's not
I'm-
sarcasm?
I'm genuinely proud of you.
He still sounds like sarcasm.
Well, that's just how I sound like.
Okay. Disney Maker Studios has severed ties with the YouTuber PewDiePie after videos with anti-Semitic jokes were posted to his channel.
Wait a
It's
minute.
not, you sure it's not after they watched one of his videos?
Because that's what
Right?
I literally read the story and I thought that's why. Not because of he said something. I just thought finally they woke up and said this guy's not entertaining.
You mean this is the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cut him off.
I think somebody probably, is maybe somebody's nephew or something that was up in the, high in the corporation. And they were like, yeah, we got to get PewDiePie on there. He's American. I was like, yeah, whatever, Tommy. Just go do it. And then he finally was like, is this what I'm funding? Get that crap off my network. And they finally did. Because PewDiePie is not entertaining. I'm sorry, everybody.
Did anybody see exactly what he said? I guess it said something about killing all the Jews.
Well, I mean, that
so
makes
what
sense
he
with
did
him.
is he went to a site called Fiverr, where you can pay $5 for people to do things.
very
no.
familiar.
I've had that on my phone before. Yeah.
I've
Yes.
done a lot of things for $5. Yeah.
And so have I. But that's neither here nor there, or in the state.
Heesh.
But
And only in Japan.
there was $5 is $5 even in Japan. There were 2 guys, and they're called like the Comedy Brothers or something like that.
Of course.
And you could pay them $5, and they'd put words on a sign. And they were like, they live in India, and their English is not their first language in any way, shape, or form. So I guess what he thought of was the most offensive thing he could do was "Kill all Jews," and he sent that to them to put up on the sign, and of course they held it up. Those two guys then got banned from Fiverr because that's hate speech.
Of course.
And so PewDiePie was like, he's like, I feel partially responsible. Really?
Partially?
Wow.
And I quote, no, that's in the quote thing. Like, so partially responsible for getting them. So I think they got reinstated because they're like, we didn't know what it says. Like, English, we don't know English.
I'm gonna still. I've been listening to another podcast, Desus and Mero. Shout out to them. Very good podcast. The caucasity of that man to think he's only partially.
Is he? He's not native born American, right?
No, he's from. He's
Scandinavia.
Europe. Yeah, he's from
Scandinavia.
He's pure blood.
Yes.
So
they're very racist.
So to say that he's only partially, first of all, you lost. You had two people who don't speak English, so they didn't know what they were doing. Lose their, because they make money right there, at least $5. Let's minimum.
Yeah, sure.
Bare minimum $5.
He's from Sweden.
Yeah.
Yep.
The caucasity of that man.
They're very homogenous there, and so they don't get not being white.
It's so bad. It's so bad. But whatever. So he's off of what, their Red YouTube or whatever?
Well, here the
YouTube
update.
YouTube Red dropped his
Yeah,
series.
the first thing was Disney
And
Maker
Disney
Studio dropped him, and then
He was tied in with Disney?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then a day later, YouTube
Actually, you'd
jumped
think
in.
Disney would be all about it. Didn't Walt Disney hate the
Right.
Jews?
They're trying to move away from that.
Yeah,
Are they?
Until
YouTube
they cried.
also canceled the
Until they
release.
get the cure for him
They canceled the release of his show, Scare PewDiePie.
He had a show?
Season 2.
on YouTube Red.
Oh, yeah, I don't pay for that Saturday.
I still think it's a porn one too. I can't get it out of my head.
YouTube RedTube.
Yeah.
But see, the
all I can
problem
think of.
problem with this is it's not going to do anything because he still has a following,
And he still has his own YouTube channel.
He's
Shitload
on his
of
own
money.
channel, yeah.
He's the guy who said when he hit a certain number of followers, he was just going to delete it all and start from scratch.
No, he said he would delete his YouTube channel, which
Yeah.
he did. He deleted
He did.
his old YouTube channel.
What?
That's what he did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You'll never believe what he did.
So yeah, so it was one of those things. It's not like he deleted the one that was the with the mass amount of, he deleted the other. So he did not lie. He deleted his YouTube channel. He just didn't, say which one of his YouTube channels.
I think it's a lie by
Wow.
omission, but okay.
Yeah, a lie by omission is still a lie. You're
Yeah.
correct.
I was reading, someone was talking about his story is kind of like the perfect storm of getting big on YouTube because they had just come out with like the sidebar feature, I guess, when he started getting really big, and his videos kept popping up there because of the algorithm. And so that kept driving people to it, and he kept making more stuff.
So he kind of just got lucky.
So he just rode that wave without really working that hard for it. Because the algorithm is the algorithm. That's how it dictates
Do you
what you
think that's
see.
how it works, though? Do you think if you just put one thing in front of enough people, it'll get big no matter what it is? Or do you think there was something in his content that hooked people? Because
have you ever watched his content?
I have, and it's not for me, definitely.
Is
but
it for anybody in this?
well, I mean, we're all of a certain demographic. We're all.
What does that mean?
Human.
I mean,
That's
we're
what I
all
would think.
older.
You watch your fucking mouth,
I think, but I don't know.
you whippersnapper.
I don't know. I don't know who his stuff is.
I always
geared
assumed it was for
towards.
children.
I would guess. Okay, if that's the thing. I mean, does that say anything about the intelligence of our future here?
Yes. I mean,
Oh, we watched stupid
Okay.
shit.
have
when
you
we were
seen
young.
our president?
No.
I haven't watched any of his stuff, but I've heard enough to know that it's not his stuff is not for me.
You just have
Am
to
I
see an
right?
intro. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you're 100%
no,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you like comedy with some grain of intelligence, it's nothing. It's like just a Swedish guy who makes a lot of voices
Also,
and
he-
overreacts to things.
Yeah, he
Okay.
does like a lot of the scary video games thing
Yeah.
too, which is that's kind of a thing.
It's a tough. I don't know with the YouTubers. I haven't found really a YouTube personality. I would say that I'm like, okay, I really like.
I liked JonTron. Past tense.
I never. Yeah.
Before the woman thing.
Before learning
the
about
March
all
stuff?
that, yeah, the Breitbart interviews that he did.
Community channel
Community.
from Australia.
Hologram Girl has graced us with her presence. She says,
Damn.
"Why are you talking about me?" She's a little bit late. We talked about you at the opening of the show. We plugged your channel, and then we started talking about RedTube.
I'm trying to think of. Is there any YouTuber that you say that you watch like all the time?
Yes,
Who is that?
There's two of them. I do watch Donkey, video game
Oh,
Donkey.
I do enjoy his content.
Yeah.
Regularly?
He's the only one.
I do enjoy his content.
Are you subscribed to his channel?
I am subscribed to his channel, yes.
And you watch pretty much when it comes out? I mean, I'm
take
not
a week.
saying immediately.
Yeah.
but like-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give or take a week or something like that. You know, I do take it back. I do watch all those comic Storian and Comics Explained. I watch theirs like regularly.
I was into Vsauce for a while.
For a little
That
while,
good
I
one.
was too. Yeah.
I like the What Culture Wrestling channel. I do like stay up to date with those lists.
But are those personalities, or they just tell facts in a funny way?
With their personalities, I've checked them out on Twitter. I haven't clicked follow or anything, but I do like the guys.
What's the
who do
guy's
it.
name?
Adam something.
Cool.
Blampier. Adam Blampier.
Because I don't know. Because there's people like him. Who's the other guy that is very popular? He does just the news.
You never remember his damn name.
I truly do not, because I don't watch him.
The vlogger guy.
And
'Cause
I know
never
as soon as you say it,
remember-
I'm like, I knew it. I know that name.
DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco. Yes.
Yeah.
Philip DeFranco. Like he's a personality.
He is a personality.
The one girl, Jenna Marbles. These are like I see these people as they're like, I want to be the next kind of, I want to be on TV. I feel like that type of person. I can do the Late Show type of thing. That's what I feel like these people want to do, and I've never
Do you
been
think
able
they're
to.
like stuck in the old way of thinking about it with regards to that, like getting
No.
a show, or
No,
like
because I've seen DeFranco do different things. I've seen him fan out and do different stuff outside of his own his shtick of just kind of doing the news in front and telling his opinion. I've seen him do his podcast type of thing on the side that's videotaped as well.
I watch Getting Dug with High a lot.
But
Is
see,
that on
that's it.
YouTube?
But see the
Yeah.
difference with that, he's a comedian first,
Sure.
and then he utilized YouTube as a new way to get his comedy out.
I watch Purge Gamers. He does Dota 2 content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
YouTube's a weird space. YouTube's dying, man. It's dying.
I don't know if it's
Oh, it's dead.
dying.
It's dead.
No.
It's like David Webb.
Terrible. So it's sick right now.
No, you
Poor
can say
Webb.
he's dead, but when I say it, I'm being offensive and mean.
Like I just watched another caucasity. Good Lord.
You're really loving that term.
It's a great
I
term,
like
though.
that term.
So caucasity, define it for me. Is this in the Urban Dictionary?
Being
yes,
hella white.
It is.
Or wicked white.
If you watch Jesus and Meryl, they actually have caucasity of the week, which is pretty good. And
Here,
it's usually a political person.
I found the caucasity in
usually
in
somebody
Urban
in
Dictionary.
politics.
Let's go. This is mad whack things only white people would do. The term originates from the Bodega Boys podcast.
Yes, love their podcast.
This is the one you're listening to.
Yeah,
Then they coined this term.
They did coin. Yeah, Jesus coined the term. I haven't heard
Bless
it
his
any place anywhere. He's a guy from the Bronx. They're pretty funny guys. Yeah,
So
I really like their stuff.
here's it used in a sentence. Person 1, I saw some lady attach a leash to her toddler. Person 2, damn, that's some caucasity right there.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, it extends with a lot of different things. Like the air of like, I can do that because I'm white. That's why.
Is it like asking
it's
for
white
Wi-Fi
privilege.
in a castle?
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Does castle have Wi-Fi?
And don't get it twisted. Everybody has some type of, audacity. Just insert
But
right. But there's nothing like
no, there's
props to
nothing
those
like
guys who are-
caucasity.
caucasity.
I think
love
that's the
it.
one thing we haven't done on this show is we haven't coined a term.
Oh, we'll get there. Well, I mean, we're only 4 years deep.
Just let it happen organically.
We haven't Maddenizing. That wasn't a thing.
But it's not in the Urban Dictionary.
Oh well, we'll get it there soon. Maddenizing sucks for gamers.
You sure you guys coined that?
I've been saying it for years. I don't know anybody else.
It's
said
not in the Urban Dictionary. We need to jump on this boys,
Maddenizing?
right now.
Yeah,
Maddenizing.
I said that.
I feel like I've seen it in gaming articles before, so
My.
I
gaming
feel like
article.
I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You've listened to the show, haven't you?
definitely
It's
not.
not from
So
you.
you've read one of my articles and you listened to the
Definitely
show. I'm
haven't.
going with it.
Compliments all around.
Yeah, no. The other caucasity I was talking about was iDubbbz. He's a pretty popular
Yeah.
YouTuber, and he I guess had a little internet beef with another female YouTuber, and he went to one of her shows, and I guess tried to get her to say the N-word, and it was just basically two white people arguing over the use of the word, and I was like, okay, guys. Cool.
You did it.
Awkward.
Post-racial
Cool.
America right there.
You're cool, guys.
Final news story I have ties back to energy. I said it right. See that? Not NRG. It's energy, people.
Okay.
They signed a massive free agent this last week for their Overwatch team.
Was it me?
It was not you. You're terrible at the game. You
First of
you
all,
play on console,
It was
so you'll
obviously
you'll never
Oh,
amount
what type
to
of
anything.
aiming scheme do you use on the console? Dual zone or the other one?
dual zone.
You do? Okay.
Dual zone.
It doesn't matter.
Dual stick zone.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they signed a guy also from Sweden. His name is not Pewdiepie. His name is actually IDDQD.
Do you know where that comes from?
Yeah, I do. It comes from Doom.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I've been around. Been around the block
Have
a
Or-
few times.
He has
Whore.
Google.
Or I have Google.
Definitely
You
Google.
decide.
Definitely Google.
This guy is like top 3 hit scan in the world, and
I was watching his stream after I talked to you about it, and his tracking is a thing of beauty.
it's insane.
It looks like he's cheating. He might
probably
be
is.
cheating.
He
I don't
might
know.
be. You don't know yet. We haven't tested this man.
But it is beautiful. The speed in which he follows. Oh man, it
the
was
speed
so
force
good.
that he uses.
Yeah, he's the Flash.
I really like this guy. Like, I've worked with him. I got to do a quick interview with him for Energy, and then just helping him get situated in the org. You know, getting him his keyboard and mouse and all the peripherals and stuff, and just setting him up with his overlays and just everything.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I give people
Sweatbands.
keyboards and mice at work every goddamn day.
Well-
I don't brag about it on a podcast.
Well, no, seriously. Like, when you set up a new player, there's a lot of things that go into it. I get them the correct overlays for the social media and help them out with the Twitch stuff, assets, and
Social
just
Mead.
through this, you can tell the guy's just a professional. He came from Fnatic, so he knows exactly
That's a
what to
big
ask for.
org,
You don't
too.
have to chase him down. Like, he's been so awesome to work with. I can't say enough good things about this guy. And then when you just see his gameplay, it's god level. It's incredible. So Energy fans are stoked right now. Actually, just fans of the game in general. Because Seagull, obviously, #1 streamer in the game, super nice guy. Like, he's just a fan favorite. And then IDDQD has a very successful stream himself. So this is like a dream team. We didn't throw that term out there. Like, fans just kept going crazy. This is a dream team. And it's getting there. They still have 2 more player announcements to make pretty soon.
It's a dream team.
It's going to be exciting.
Still missing 2 people, but it's a dream team. We did it.
So far,
Sounds like a dream duo to me.
what do you no? When you see the rest of the team we have, like, it's not like Dummy and Numlocked are any slouches. Like, these guys are great, but
I think they do actually slouch though.
Most
I mean, those
likely.
chairs are
Most game-
uncomfortable.
those chairs, they all have
Can,
slouch.
can we get a boy band photo? Like, we've brought this up before. We want some boy band photos of your teams.
I believe this.
The only one who can get away with it is that Smite team. They're all
Is it
just,
because they're pretty?
and they all like have the thing. Like, one of
The
them's
thing?
the cute one. One of them is
Oh, they have
the
their
mature
thing?
one. One of them is the
Oh,
artsy
okay.
one.
They have
It's
that,
so funny.
That O-Town thing?
They have the O-Town thing.
Lord.
Why O-Town?
I don't know. Just pull it out of my
This is
hat.
one of the boy bands nobody really cared about.
Yeah,
Good
that's why.
Lord. Well, this is what you get, people, when 2 of us are sick. You got Ivy Doomkitty out doing her previous engagement. You got David Webb, who, rest in peace, funerals next week. And I think Laura did a fantastic job filling in. She's a pro.
Thanks.
Bags.
He said I did what I could.
It's funny. Off the mic, they thank me every time. But on the
I
mic,
thank you every time on the mic as well.
No, we're definitely grateful both of you guys showed up, especially last minute. Like, I called Bags like 2 minutes before the show started.
yeah, I didn't even go home and feed my dogs. So
Oh.
So there's a dead corgi somewhere.
Rest
now.
in peace.
no,
No.
the corgi will make it. I'm worried about my roommates. He's smaller.
There's a dead roommate somewhere. The corgi on top, just jumping on him.
Pork, pork, pork.
That's so sad. All right, where can they follow you on social media, Bags? Do you have anything to promote?
I don't want people looking at things.
That's the right answer.
All right.
He's like, nowhere.
please
Do
stay
not
away
follow
from
me.
me.
LB, who kind of understands marketing over here and is opening up
have to
a
market,
shop,
though?
maybe.
The beans, man.
Where can they find more about Oblivion and your own adventures?
You can find Oblivion Comics on all the social medias. We had to shorten it because "and coffee" was too long. And then my own stuff is AKA_LB.
And you can go follow her on Instagram to see that awesome dance video of her lit in the
I
club
don't think it's there anymore. That
with
was a
Hologram
story.
Girl. You guys were wild. Wild and out.
Wild and out.
Yeah, they were wild and out.
Horrible.
Was that
How's
too
that
much?
for caucasity?
Yeah, how was that caucasity
Yep,
for you, Aaron?
right above your
Was
head.
that-
Screaming.
If you guys haven't already, please help out the show. And the number one way you can do that is to subscribe to us on iTunes or the Android Marketplace. So if you have an iPhone, obviously go to the iTunes store, search for the podcast section, Video Game Bang, subscribe, rate us. That helps us grow the show. And likewise, if you have an Android device, you can do that in the Google Music section, not in the App Store, in the Music section. Search us out, subscribe to the show, get automatic downloads. And other than that, patreon.com/videogamebang. Aaron, when are you going to get your ass on that? Because we got people in chat. Like, we haven't had a post since November, they said.
Apparently I have to make some, I was going to say some decals.
You do have to make some decals.
I have to make some pictures for the actual thing. And that's a little more time consuming than I thought.
Well, to be continued. We will get that up there. Thank you guys all so much for support of the show. David Webb tribute show next week
Rest his soul.
for LB, Bags, and Corey, and Aaron.
Good Lord.
You've just been banged.
The names are hard.